I've been directing this hoe, bruh. My fault being late to 6 minutes late to the stream, bruh. 6 p.m. Eastern time is our normal time, bruh. I was just making fucking Instagram vids, bruh. And like I'm gonna drop them right now. I need to drop them right now. Hold on. Just so I don't forget after I hop off stream. Hold on. Because I usually make them right before I get on stream. So I usually make them and then post them like as I get on stream. I'm gonna shout out Instagram and all that. Actually, at the end of stream, we're about to be covering Tate and Bonnie Blue. Still, I'm just telling you, there's just so many like truths about so many things on there or in that podcast that it's like, bro, like not covering it would be like a complete disservice to y'all, man. Because I love the fam, man. We trying to build the fam, so I gotta really tell y'all how I feel about the shit going on out here, bro. Hopefully my mic's working well. It didn't seem like the last stream still has some lag, as I said too. I'm still gonna get a mic, not a mic. I'm gonna get probably a better computer because right now I'm just using like an HP laptop for the streams, and obviously it's just a great place to start out with, I guess, or great something. It's good to use to start with, but then obviously I'd want to upgrade so like the streams could be like higher quality and everything. I want to get like 4K on YouTube too, so I need to do that as well. But hold on. Nah, hold on. I'll just post after. Let's just get right into it, y'all. I kind of just want to. I'm already in the mood to yap, to be honest. So we got 30 minutes in too with the Tate podcast. So we got 30 minutes in out of 2 hours and two streams. So this is how you know. That's how you know I was talking a lot, bro. Because there were 2 hour long streams. Yeah, we'll probably go for like an hour a day too. I might go a little bit longer too, just because I came a little bit late. It's kind of fucked up that I came a little bit late. So I want to make sure, what I'm saying? I gotta do right by the people. I gotta do right by the fam, bro. Always gotta do right by the fam. Always do right by everyone, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like people just always do right by everybody. Okay, this is Prezi mode, but I didn't even share screen yet. Okay. Sure. Okay, bet. So that should be up now. Prezi mode. All right, let's get it. Let's hop in it. So we're 30 minutes in. I can't remember what he was talking about. Why is it like this? I guess
I'm not playing football. I'm commentating on the game. That's all I'm doing.
And people are listening to you.
Well, they're listening to me commentate. I'm telling everyone how it works.
Everything we've said you'd learn in history at school. Everything we're saying is factual. We're not
what
just
would you
saying,
learn in history at school about?
Well, I didn't really listen too much at school, but yeah, I learned at school that people had their head shaved.
Yeah,
like you learn about.
You wouldn't learn about Big Homie H though, if y'all know who I'm talking about.
What happened at the war, and that happened. That's factual. You didn't ever learn at school. Oh, the women went to war. No, of course they didn't. They stayed at home. They cooked. They had the house ready. Like it stayed the same. Everything we're saying is factual.
Yeah, like Rob, what have I said that's incorrect? And the reason I'm saying all these things is to highlight how it's awfully hypocritical for anybody in modern Western society, anybody who believes in women's liberation, anyone who believes women should be allowed to vote, anyone who believes in women are allowed to lead a country, anyone who listens to their wife's stupid opinions on anything, to give Bonnie a second of hard time. Because it's all the same thought pattern. It's all the same thought process. If you're a man who says, I have a wife and we got married when she was a virgin and she doesn't vote and she obeys me absolutely and I'm the king of this household, then maybe you could have an opinion. But if you're going to sit there and go, oh, my wife has a past.
That already genuinely never happens, bro. Like at least nowadays that genuinely never happens. And if you actually were to openly say that, you know how many niggas would get so super angry? They're like, oh, they would even be trying to convince you, oh, she's not happy in that relationship. She should be free to do whatever the fuck she wants to and lead her own life so she can become Bonnie Blue Part 2. It's just like, bruh, come on now.
But I love her anyway. Then fucking shut the fuck up. And that's 99% of men. Rob, do you understand that about 3 times a week I see a woman I've plowed get married on Instagram? Do you understand? I see it. I see the man walking down the aisle holding her hand, doing the whole humiliation ritual. I see the whole thing. He got on one knee. And I just watched it. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though.
No, but there is.
Nigga, this horrible.
Because
all right, first, okay. So it's really important for y'all to understand. I had to go solo for that one, though. it's really important for you guys to understand, especially now in today's day and age, because like when you're younger right now, like the girls you'll probably be considering marrying when you're in your 30s, because I highly suggest you do not even consider marriage until you're 30, because at least at that point you can rise up in your career and rise up enough in your life so you have money to be able to take care of a family, number one, and take care of a girl, number one, because you should never want your girl to work or she can't really respect you fully. And as I already talked about last stream, women are very spiteful when they also have to play two roles at the same time. She has to come home, cook and clean while she's also working, while you work all the time. Like, she's going to be fucking insufferable. So you want to be spending the whole decade of your entire 20s building into your 30s of you becoming as successful as possible, so you can just take care of a girl, so you get rid of the nagging and bitching. Don't get it twisted though. Hoes will have no job and still be nagging and bitching, so you don't want to fuck that up. But the main point that I'm breaking out into this is a lot of these bitches, bro, are fucking the shit out of guys right now. Like, bro, like wholeflation is insane right now. So I need you to understand, all the girls that you niggas are going to be considering marrying in your 30s have been smashing niggas, bro. Like, I don't think there has been any time in history when knowing a bitch's past has been so ridiculously important. It's more important now than ever before to find out her past, bro. Like, back then, niggas, she couldn't really do that much. She was not as connected to the entire world because we didn't have social media. We didn't have phones. She couldn't get hit up by some random Muslim nigga from Dubai that get flown out, get banned, and then get sent back. Like, nobody would know about anything. Like, that wasn't happening. She only had her small, tight-knit community that she could be with. That was it. She couldn't go around and be a whore and do whatever because she only had her community and everybody knew who she was. And if she became a whore, people would find out. Not that women weren't whores back then before social media. It's just like it was less of an issue. But think about it. When you combined feminism, where women think they're equal to men and women make their own money, so the only thing that they care about is getting fucked because they can take care of the provisionary side of things, right? And then you exacerbate this with phones and social media and getting access to tons of top tier dudes. Like, bruh, if you reach your 30s and you any of these chicks, bro, bruh, I'm telling you, it's gonna be cooked. You want the whole facts. The importance of the whole facts in the next 10 years is gonna be ridiculous. But the good thing, you know what the lit thing is though? We have digital footprint on our side now. So in the reverse way, the homies back then were way more cooked before social media because you really couldn't know. But now with social media, bruh, you can find out. You gotta do a little bit of deep research on any girl you're thinking about taking seriously in the next decade from now. After you grind it super hard, you become extremely successful. Like, any girl you think about taking seriously, you can really do the whole facts now. You can really find that shit out. And as I said, it's more important now more than ever because girls are bigger whores now. The average girl is a bigger whore than back then, back during the 1950s, for example. So make sure you're going in and out of your way to search the whole facts. It doesn't have to be a concern right now. You shouldn't be trying to get into a serious relationship right now. You should be focusing on becoming a fucking winner, being a victor, ruling the world. That's what matters now. You have more energy than you will ever have in your entire life. You should be going as hard as you possibly can. So then later you can be studying the whole facts though. So just understand that. Take that in your mind and make sure you just tattoo that on your mind. You're grinding now, but later make sure to check the whole facts, bro. Because at least we have our digital footprint that we can use. So anyway, back to it.
I know what happened that night.
But people
So
have
it
got
is.
fucked.
Well, aren't you under investigation for things like that?
Give a fuck. But the point is this. If that man's going to go, everyone has a past, then who is he to comment on anything else? Because her past was me, sir.
So are all of your girlfriends virgins before you?
Well, here's where you have to, as a man, do your best to find a woman, if you want to take her seriously, with as little history as possible, if that's the kind of thing that bothers you.
And does it bother you?
Well, it depends.
I mean, surely your best place to go then is high school.
Well, we have to be careful. I'm under investigation here. But it depends because there's different categories of women.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everything in life is actually fine if you keep everything in the right place. If you use a fork for forking and a spoon for spooning, everything's fine. It only gets confusing when you try and mix the two up.
Facts.
All men love whores. Men love whores.
We've got good technique.
Of course.
She's right though. And I appreciate them. I really, really do. And that's also another thing too. That's super important to understand. Like you want to be organized because as men, bro, we want it all sexually. We want it all realistically. It's not that we don't ever want to take a girl seriously. It's almost like this is basically what the split is, very simply. Girl for raising babies, girls for fun. That's the difference. And we do want both. Nigga, if you're trying to say, oh, I just want the girl who's just, you lying. You lying. It's the same niggas who be saying that shit that be cheating too, which is so fucking funny. They'd be like, no, you should have one girl. Men should never cheat, whatever. These same niggas that be cheating, bro. So first, no, we do want both. That's true. It's baked into our biology, right? But the problem is when niggas be flipping it. Girls who you don't want to be having kids with, you be having kids with. And good girls who you could be having kids with, you be treating her like a whore. That's where you fuck up, right? You have to make sure you're paying attention and being like, okay, is this a girl I can take seriously? Does she have no past? Does she not be getting flown out? What does her social media look like? Make sure she's not really popping on there at all. Like all these details you would be checking to make sure, okay, this is a girl I could treat for a potential serious relationship. And then the girls over here, you're like, nah. You just a fun girl, which is lit because we love hoes, man. Like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. Bonnie's cool. Like, she's cool to hang around. Having a baby with? Hell no. That's a big no. But in terms of being around and having fun with, okay, she's cool. She's great. She has a great personality. And she's pretty self-aware too. That's awesome. People love that. It's just that having a kid with you, hell no. So
Any man who sits there and says
do you love whores then?
Any man who says he doesn't love
do.
whores is a fucking liar.
So you love whores?
Well, if I'm on a boat in Miami, I don't want
Would you
nuns.
prefer a blowjob with your teeth or the mouth? You need someone with experience.
Well, if you want girls who are just a good time, they're not going to be that emotionally invested. They're probably going to be sluts. If you're going to go to a party with 20 women, you want women who are just a good time. Good time women are hoes, and men love hoes.
true.
But men want the dichotomy because we want our cake and eat it. We want a wife, and we want hoes, and we want both. It only gets confusing for a man when you put.
Which why it's important to gain the skill and ability to know which one is which, right? Because you guys have probably had a homie before, right? Bro, I need to actually I forgot to put the fucking chat on the screen. What's up, Jinx, by the way? Bro, I need to put the chat on the screen, y'all. Like, I need to get used to that. That's also another thing I get used to. So live chat, viewer stats. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I go back into Prezi mode, I can always see like chats all the time. Donation banner. I don't know what that do. I just put that there. But yeah, that way I can like actually see the chat. It's hard to. I don't know how to get the X chat on the screen. I also need to learn how to fucking do that, y'all. Unless any of y'all know how to do it, bro. You just put that in the chat. I just do it real quick. I mean, I also just learn too, but yeah, I want to be able to get the X chat on the stream too. So I'm gonna do that eventually. All right, hold on. All right, let's get back into it though.
Some of the wrong categories.
Because I gotta like pause and then go look. This is why like I need to get that like 2 monitor thing too, where I can have like the chat and I can see all the chat and like the presentation like side with the Rumble Studio, and then I can have when I'm watching at the same time. So like I can like see both at the same time instead of like, okay, I have to go from tab to tab to tab. Now I understand why them niggas do it like that, because it's like it's hard to be seeing both. You know what I'm saying?
What'll happen is a man will meet a hoe, fall in love with her because he can't control himself,
Cool.
and then try and say, oh no, she's wifey, because he's in love with her because he's an idiot. But if you're me and you can sit and go, okay, that one's a good one, she's wifey, those are the hoes, they're this, and you just keep everything in its right place, it's fine.
Yeah.
So Bonnie's a hoe.
I
Yes.
don't want to insult Bonnie Blue.
You can't insult me.
I
yes.
mean, you called her
Well-
a hoe when I last talked to you.
No, I said she was a whore. And
I said, what's the difference between a hoe and a whore?
well, there is a big difference because whores get paid.
Fair.
And whores are actually a much higher social standing than a hoe, because hoes are fucking dumb. And they're doing it for free.
Yeah.
Whores make money. So I think she's
I
a
didn't
whore.
know that difference.
Well, now you do.
Now I
I
do.
always say
So-
people.
So then would it be considered that sluts just like sex but don't get paid? Okay, because like, okay, I can understand whores is like you get paid. You know what I'm saying? Whores, prostitutes, like, oh yeah, she get paid to be like that. But I feel like when a girl's a slut, it's like she likes doing it. But no, for her, it's more of the thrill of the game. Because like, okay, for Bonnie's perspective, in my opinion, she's like a mix of both. I think she just already fucks with it, but she's getting paid, so that levels her up to whore, in my opinion, because she getting bank off of it. You know what I'm saying? But there's some girls who are just like sluts, though. You know what I'm saying? Some girls are just like, you know what? I'm just with it. I just like sex, and that's it. They don't even care about getting paid. They're in it for the love of the game, like straight up. But for her, it's like, to me, it's kind of a mix. She in it for the love of the game and the bread. So she's just higher status in terms of, like, you know what I'm saying? Just whole dynamics, wholeology, thoughtology. Shout out to Myron for that.
Call me a prostitute, slut, slag, whore, whatever. I don't care. Like, you just can't insult me. Like, I own it. Whatever word you want to call me. Whether you
But
say
it's not even insulting. It's just
that's what I'm saying. Like, she just led the game, y'all. Like, I don't know. She led the game. She led the game. She led the hustle, bro. She led the game. She led the hustle. Hold on. I'm just doing something with Rumble Studio. Oh, I can see the screens down here too. Also, another thing yesterday, I was searching up, like, see if my name was searchable on Rumble, Ali Wale. But for some reason, like, I couldn't even search my own name, man. Fuck Rumble for that, bro. I love Rumble because you can be saying whatever the fuck you want, but I don't know. I couldn't search myself with on the search bar. Anyway, I'll fix that shit later. I'm a real ass nigga. Don't worry, y'all.
a factual description.
Yeah.
It's a factual description.
If anything, it turns me on.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
there you go. That's why she's so good at her job.
By the time
That's what I'm saying. She led the game.
I'm going to leave this chair with a wet patch.
Well, there you go. That's why she's so good at her job. I have that effect anyway. But the point I'm making here is,
all right, bro.
any man who sits and goes, "Oh, I hate whores, I hate hoes," that's all a fucking lie. There's scenarios in which they're very welcome and very liked, but there's scenarios in which they're not.
Okay, so I think he even gets into this too, if I remember, but I also wanted to pause to talk about this when he says, okay, there's scenarios where whores are not good. And let me tell you why, in the current scenario, why hoes are bad. You see, hoes are bad when you give them positions to speak and talk and have important opinions. That's bad. See, when you're a hoe, you've already decided, like, okay, this is what I'm viewed as. I'm viewed as a whore. My job is to suck dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the position you've given yourself. So people can only value you in that light. But when you have these hoes hopping on social media and talking is when it's stupid. Like female streamers, for example, when you have like fucking, what's this one bitch that I saw? Conservatives have a huge issue with this. Like, what's this girl's name? Nala Ray. Like, I actually saw that recently. I don't know, a couple months ago. She's like one of them reformed hoes who's like, oh, I'm a Christian now after doing all the hoe shit. And then she was like allowed to speak at an important conservative event for like leading young women. I'm like, what the fuck? This is the opposite of Christianity, bro. She should be stoned. Like, why is she being given a position to speak? Like, that's bad. We can't, because on the totem pole for like what women are valued for, hoes are the lowest valued. Pure women are the highest valued. So if you're letting the lowest value people speak in your society or have any position to speak to other people or to be in a position where she's above others or a thought leader, that's really bad for everyone. Right? It's almost like if a homeless man became president, like a homeless drug addict. Man, homeless is a propaganda word. A drug addict became a fucking president and started telling people how the country should be running shit. That would be stupid, right? Because bro can't even control his drug addiction and he's trying to now tell other people how the country should be run. Do you not see how like that's stupid and that's bad for everyone? Like, as men, we're built off meritocracy. The cream of the crop rises to the top and then leads other people. When you're smart, intelligent, strong, and well-studied, now you can be in a position to start telling people how things should go, right? Because you've earned that right. But in woman world, for how women are judged, when you're a slut, you've given up your right to have an opinion on anything. Candace Owens is probably one of the only, Candace Owens, Rachel Wilson, these are like the only women I could see. Not that we should ever really care about women's opinions about anything, but these are the only women who are able to talk and have opinions on things and for their opinions to be respected because they have not lowered their value as women, generally speaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not over here doing hoe shit and then becoming a reformed Christian and then starting to preach to niggas. They're not doing that. Because they've, like, when you're a woman and you've been a whore before, you've given up that right. You've given up that ability to be able to have important opinions. Of course, social media, niggas are gonna follow niggas. But I'm saying, like, it's bad for other conservatives, and this is why conservatives are so dumb. We honestly, like, conservatism, bruh, there's just no real niggas in there. Like, all, like, bruh, there's just none. But because they give these types of women, lowest value women, positions to speak and have opinions. And they're like, oh yeah, she's reformed, let's let her talk. Stupid. Because you know what this does? It trains other women who are whores coming up right now that see her and be like, oh, she did the whole shit. Now she's reformed and getting paid for it and being rewarded for it. So that means I can do that too. Now we have a generation of women coming up who did all the whole shit, and then they're going to reform and be like, oh, I'm Christian now. And then start having opinions and get paid for it. You see what we got going on? Like, that's fucking cooked. We can't allow some shit like that. That's why when a girl's a hoe, it's over, bro. You can't have opinions on shit no more. No one should be able to take you seriously anymore. We should not be over here happy to give them positions of power. That's the only time when hoes are bad. When hoes are just being hoes and that's it. Ain't no nigga got a prop. That's the only situation where we're like, okay, yeah, cool. I don't give a fuck. At least for me, that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, you're a hoe. If you're just being a hoe and that's all you're doing, cool. Just like earlier in this video when Tate was talking about how, like, oh, Bonnie's a hoe. She does all this hoe shit and she doesn't vote. Not a problem. She's not inflicting or causing problems for any governance. So it doesn't matter that she's a hoe. She's just doing the hoe work. And hoes have always existed, right? But when now, for example, you got bitches like Nala Ray coming in and then infiltrating political conversations or religious conversations in terms of code of conduct, that's bad. So, all right, let's move on. Let's keep cooking.
So everyone has their standing in life. Everyone has their place in life.
Yeah.
Bonnie, even I would argue, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but you can correct me. Bonnie will have sex with one man, or have sex with a certain type of man, or have sex with whoever, but she'd marry a different type of man. To marry someone is different than having sex with someone. You wouldn't just marry anyone, would you? You'd have to kind of like him.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be completely different. Like, I generally have sex with anyone of legal age, but if I'm thinking of marriage, it's completely different.
Okay, so even in Bonnie's mind, there are people she treats a certain way and respects in a certain way, and there's people she has sex with without any emotional attachment. That's exactly how it is as a man.
And that's exactly how we should roll in terms of treating hoes and pure women. There's women that are hoes that don't deserve any opinions, and then there's pure women. Not that these pure women should have opinions. Men should still lead everything and rule over everything, but we respect her in a different light. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just treat her differently. We treat her with more respect. Even when she speaks, she has more respect than the hoe, because the hoe is just, okay, suck my dick. I don't want to hear you talk. Whereas the pure woman, fine.
Woman you'll treat a certain way and have a certain amount of feeling for, and there's women you just fuck. That's it. So everything's actually fine. Men saying they hate whores and they hate all this, that's all a fucking lie. Men love whores in the right scenario. So you're asking me, my girlfriends. Well, I mean, it depends. If you catch me on a boat, if you catch me on my yacht with 25 women, are they all virgins? Fuck no. But do I have children from some virgins? Yes.
If you ever host a virgin party, count me in.
How would you get into a virgin party?
Well, no, but I'll be there to take the virginities. I'm obsessed with it.
Why are you obsessed with taking boys' virginities?
Well, just like how Andrew likes 18-year-olds.
Wait, okay. Careful.
That's fucking wild.
Careful now.
Sorry.
You going to jail, nigga.
Try to go
I'm
younger.
under investigation. What I have said.
Andrew, 18 is a legal age. I don't know what you class as legal.
No,
but
18 is legal. You're right.
Yeah.
But the reason
it's just bad for someone to be speaking around that age when you're under criminal investigations. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, and it's interesting you said this, but
actually, I think recently for Tate.2, there was something where apparently, let me actually even peep chat just in case. Yeah, we gotta make sure to keep checking the chat, like, until I get another monitor where I can see the chat also too. I always gotta keep making sure to check. But yeah, so I think even with Tate.2, apparently one of the girls that like accused him or whatever he got accused for, like, one of the girls apparently got paid to lie. which just makes sense. And this is why I'm like scared of hoes now, personally. Because as someone who's gonna come up and become ridiculously important in all these kind of spaces, personally, for myself, I'm like, damn, now I don't even want to fuck with bitches like that anymore. Because it's like that shit can easily be used against me. And it'd be foolish to even think that it can't happen. Because it can. And I think it'd be foolish as a man to never think something can't happen to you if it's happened to another man. Like, that's just dumb. Like, it's important to learn from those who are ahead of you or have had things happen to them. If you're on a similar path to any degree, you should be looking at that and be like, oh, well, this shit could potentially happen to me, so I better be ready for that. That's why I'm like, bro, I don't really want to fuck with bitches like that. I don't really want to fuck with hoes, because the minute you become important, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like it's later after you become important, because once you're already important, okay, whatever. Bitches are going to, not that you want fucking lawsuits. It's just more like, once you're already important, it's like, okay, what the fuck ever, because you're already important. So if you're like, you're already in a position where you have, well, nah, scratch all that. It's kind of stupid. Not that. It's just cooked either way. Like, you just don't, like, now I'm just like, man, I don't want to do nothing, bro, because anything, they will use anything you've done against you, bro. And it's always the sexual stuff. Like, bro, I swear, when it comes to slandering, bro, they are always going to bring up your sexual past. They do it with politicians all the fucking time. They're going to dig up your past, especially the fucking Jew lobby, the Zionist lobby. They're going to dig up your past. They're going to find a way to dig up your past and slander your ass. Especially when you become important all of a sudden and you say controversial things like how Tate did, bro. Like, bruh, like, they're going to dig up your past. So if you're on that path and you're going to become somebody very important in the future, which I hope all of you guys fucking do. That's why I stream this shit, because I want niggas to become cold. I want an army of niggas who are cold. But you have to be very careful sexually. Like, everything got to be recorded, bruh. You got to have text messages. You got to be ready. You got to keep cameras in your crib, whatever you got to do. You need to have everything fucking documented, because these bitches will take you down, because they don't get punished for it. They'll literally go and just set up a lawsuit against you, and then they'll find out, everyone, like, fucking years later, after we find out she was fucking lying, you'll just be like, oh. She'll just be like, oh, okay, well, whatever. No punishment at all. So when they have zero accountability like that, cooked.
The reason men prefer younger women is because they have less history. That's why. Yeah. The average 22-year-old has lived less life than the average 30-year-old. That's why men prefer younger women in general. But sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just clarifying, because everything gets clip farmed, and before you know it, I'm back in handcuffs.
So not 18, 19. Like, I'd happily take an 18-year-old on their birthday. Like,
Why?
Closer to 18. I just want them, to be young, innocent. I want to strip them from that. I want to
steal their innocence.
I want to watch their
Shang Tsung.
toes curl up as they come.
Y'all niggas fucking with this when y'all would turn 18. Y'all fucking with it. Y'all would want Bonnie to come to y'all cribs. y'all messing with that. Y'all hearing her say that and being like, oh, well, I mean, I wouldn't really mind. A little something. I wouldn't tell nobody about it. I wouldn't tell nobody about it, but I wouldn't really mind though. So
For the first time from a girl, like, I love that, and I also think it's educational. So I'm obsessed.
How's
with
it educational?
You think about sex education at school. It's from a middle-aged.
I mean, motherfuckers was even wilding for me back in the day. Niggas was having sex in middle school, bro. That shit was OD, bro. I'm like, I remember there was one time, like, there was this girl and this guy in my middle school class. I think was this 7th grade? I don't fucking know. This was like, I remember I went to summer school one time, 7th grade, right? And we were in class one day, and the girl and the guy that I'm referring to weren't there. Like, they just weren't there for like the first like 30 minutes of class. And they're like, they're absent. And then like our teacher marked them absent. And then I remember one of my homies was like, nah, bro, I literally saw them both today. Like, earlier today, I saw them in school. So they're here. I'm like, that's strange. Come to find out later in the day, they was getting busy in the bathroom, in the boys' bathroom. So, like, niggas was getting busy at an early age, bro. Like, that, like, nah. That shit is wild to me, though. Like, y'all was in middle school, bro. What was I playing? I was playing Minecraft, bro. Minecraft was going OD during this time. This was like 2012, 2013, bro. Bro, I was playing fucking Minecraft, bro. I was not worried about no hoes like that. at all. Niggas was getting busy in the bathroom. I'm like, how y'all niggas even know you want to do some shit like that, bro? I mean, that was around the age where you learned about beating your meat, though. Because I remember, I feel like a lot of guys have had this same experience where, like, you came to the middle school table this one day during lunch, and then niggas was like, hey, man, y'all know, look, man, I did this wild thing yesterday, y'all. You gotta take your meat and just start derping it. I'm like, man, you ain't talking about nothing. Come to find out, went home that day, was like, hey, let me just test out what that nigga was talking about. Anyway, let's not get too off topic because I do want to get through this video.
Teacher that's not been laid. And they basically say you have sex or you're probably going to die from an STD. There's no information. If anything, they should whip up one of my DVDs, put it on screen and show, look, that's how the dick enters the pussy. This is how you get a girl wet. There's none of that. So me having sex with them shows this is a woman's body. Yes, a woman's Andrew, not trans. And
I don't think you're trans.
Yeah, nah, this shouldn't happen though. Like, bro, like kids should not be needing to worry about some shit like this. I think it's fine in school for there to be sex education to a degree because, bro, coming up in a foreign home, at least, like if you have African parents or if you're just a first generation here, bro, you think they're gonna have a conversation with you about some shit like this? Like they're not gonna have a conversation. They're gonna leave that to the school for them to figure it out. Like they're not. Like, you think your African dad gonna sit you down and start telling you about the birds and the bees, bro? Maybe for some of y'all, for the rare first gens here, like your parents have said that shit to you. They'd be like, hey man, make sure you wear a condom, son. Like maybe you've had that before. But for me as a first gen, bro, my parents were avoiding any such topic like that, bro. They were not gonna be there. I was not gonna be in fifth grade and they were gonna start telling me, hey, bro, make sure you wear a condom, son, or whatever. Like, or be careful. Nah, they were just like, I'm just hoping, pray that nigga know what he doing, bro. Maybe my parents were just a lot more like, let me do my own thing, kind of like that. They weren't really, because I wouldn't say I really had ridiculously strict parents, especially in like high school. My parents were ridiculously strict or like monitoring me to a ridiculous degree. It was kind of like, all right, nigga, do your thing. I guess I mean, generally speaking, I think I turned out pretty good regardless. But the point is, like, they were never gonna have that sex conversation. So I do think it's cool if public schools do teach about it, but like obviously the LGBT, the gay shit, the faggot shit, nah, that's fucking stupid. Like that's how we're fucking up kids' brains. This is why my kid was never gonna go to school. I can't even imagine my kids going to school in the US, bro. I'm be honest. Like that's gonna be way too cooked, especially with liberalism. If we don't get this shit like fucking figured out, bro, yeah, it's cooked. Like them going to school here, be learning about how like trans and nah, hell no. There's just boy and girl, like it's just kind of cooked now, bro. I'm telling you, it's actually getting wild out here, bro. Because I've actually during my adventures in DoorDash, and like I've dropped off food at some schools, like elementary schools, middle schools for like teachers that are at the schools. And bro, there's pride flags all up in them motherfuckers, bro. They're everywhere in them jumps now. Like every single, like, and I've been to quite a few, like every single, because I live in the DMV area. But every single like middle school, elementary school, I'm seeing the pride flags in this motherfucker, bro. I'm like, yo, this is cooked. Like, I can't even imagine like having grown up in this. Like, because like, I'm trying to imagine like if I was in elementary school right now, like if I was in elementary school, middle school right now, seeing this shit, and I would have just grown up and accepted this shit as the norm. Like shit like female nature, they don't teach you that shit in school, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of this shit that I even understand about women, politics, all the stuff that I know now, this is not like stuff they're going to teach you in school. I guess politics, of course, they would have conversations, right? But I guess political red pills and female red pills, this is not shit you're going to learn in schools. Like you have to go out of your way to learn these things. So imagine you're growing up in elementary school and middle school right fucking now. Like imagine it. Like, imagine you're growing up in elementary school, middle school right now, and you've grown up accepting of, oh, anybody can identify as whatever. There's trans people, niggas can cut off their dicks. And like, bro, like imagine growing up and that's the norm for you until like you start waking up, hopefully around like 16, 17 and realizing, yo, nah, this shit is fucking weird. I really wonder how niggas are getting in trouble nowadays. Like, there's probably niggas that say, hey, you faggot, bro. You're a man. Like, you probably get detention for doing some shit like that nowadays. Like in middle school, probably right now, if you call someone a man who's identifying as a her, you get detention, bro. Even though he's a boy, you could go to, man, you a man, bro. Like that's an insult. Do y'all see how cooked we are? Calling somebody a man is an insult in the average elementary school now. in the average elementary school and middle school right now, calling somebody a man will get you fucking detention, yo. And this is what I'm saying. It's so cooked. I could never imagine like raising a child in the U.S. nowadays with some shit like that. But yo, that's it's fucking here nor there, bro. But it's really wild.
And
we'll come to that.
They don't know how to pleasure a girl. They've not touched a girl. They've just watched videos, online where they're slapping, they're choking, they're hair pulling. And then they go to do it on a woman or a girl for the first time.
That's
She's
terrible.
probably going to cry rape the next day.
Yeah, you're probably going to get a criminal charge of that. You're probably going to get sued if that.
Probably need to talk from experience there, but
nigga spiteful as hell.
Like with me,
I get it though. You've been in jail for 2
them.
years.
Like they've never fingered a girl before. They've never.
So you
learnt what
educate
they
your
like.
guys when you sleep with them?
Not all the time. Some of them are in their 80s and their wife's dead. Like they've been having sex for years, but some of them are 18 and they haven't lost their virginity.
Wild.
They haven't been having.
She fucking niggas in their 80s, bro. That's fucking wild. that's fucking crazy, y'all. Niggas in their 80s is pulling up on Bonnie Blue, bro. What the fuck? Like I can't, like, how your shit even still work at that age, bro? I don't think your shit should be even still working though. Isn't that like male menopause or something? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna use my phone too, because like I said, I don't like fucking lagging. Is there a male version of menopause? Because I think menopause for women is like when their eggs like die. So I just want to know, is there a male version of menopause? There isn't a male equivalent in the same way. Blah, 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 men do switch. Oh yeah, we just lose our testosterone, bro. But I mean, motherfuckers in the 80s still getting their shit up, bro. We clean, bro. We last forever. Man, being a man is so great, man. We have just reduced libido. That's pretty much just what happens. Like we just, you know what I'm saying? We just can't go as hard because our testosterone is lower. So, but niggas could just hop on testosterone, man. I mean, I would think that's crazy for an 80-year-old man to be popping fucking testosterone. But hey, man, you never know.
Sex. So I love lying there and saying, look, do whatever you want to me, trial and error. And if anything, I'm protecting women because then the next girl they sleep with, they know how to choke properly. They know how to slap. They know how to fuck. And they know how to pleasure her. And also, I give them such a safe environment. Like, I mean, if you had an 18-year-old son, would you send him to me on his 18th birthday?
No.
So okay, so your son will probably lose his virginity.
And one thing, though, he was considering that, though. Let's be real. That was like, that boy Rob, he was considering, he's like, I mean, that, because, okay. Let's be real though. She made it sound like a pretty good deal, bro. I mean, look, she was selling that pretty well though. Like, hey man, I can pretty much teach him how to do all the shit that he would end up doing anyway, and not really be knowing what he's doing because it's like he needs to perform in this kind of situation. So, hey man, it's kind of wild, but like, because let's be real. In fact, because I've seen some situations where, or at least when she did the 100 men thing, right? I saw a situation where there'd be dudes that were already 18 lined up at that motherfucker, talking about some, hey bro, I gotta just make sure my dad don't see me here type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, look, one thing about your son though, because your son like, bro, because as we know here, bro, we're real here. We know men and women aren't equal over here. So you're obviously gonna treat your son extremely different from your daughter, especially if you want your daughter and son to be successful. So your son is going to have to go get rich to become strong and get better. So the thing is, even if you say, I'm not going to let my son go to you at 18, that nigga's going to do probably whatever he wants to a degree. I mean, I'm going to lay down the law. Nigga ain't doing no wild shit in my house. But I do understand he needs to learn how to do things. Does this mean I'm necessarily going to send him to Bonnie Blue? No, but he might do it of his own volition. Because I'm gonna put my son in situations where he needs to take risks and make his own decisions. The quicker I can make my son sovereign, the better. Like he's gonna do way better in life. How many men child do we have man-childs do we have running around in society nowadays? Men who are not sovereign at all, and they live in their mama house. I'm currently living in my mama house, but chill on me, you know what I'm saying? We on the come up, but still, like, how many men do we have right now that exist that are not sovereign at all, that don't make their own decisions, that are not masculine at all? So that's just kind of what it is. Like, I'm going to teach my son to be sovereign as soon as possible. So if that leads him to Bonnie Blue, well, but the problem is he's going to be fucking way more hoes before that. Like, it don't matter. He probably going to be cracking jumps in fucking middle school. He going to be a real ass nigga. I'm going to teach him to be a real ass nigga from the jump. So it's like, he won't need to go to Bonnie is my thing. You know, Rob, but the thing is, Rob was considering that shit, which is funny to me. But anyway.
To go into a club, he's probably been drinking, the girl might have done drugs. They then go back to some hotel or parents' house.
I don't think
whatever.
I'm raising him that way.
Okay, yeah. But regardless.
What about if he falls in love and loses his virginity to someone he loves?
And what if the world becomes a really happy place? You're talking, it's unrealistic. When people lose their virginity, it's probably...
That's facts, though. I mean, that's true. It is. I mean, I'm be honest, like, that's true, bro. Like, it is kind of unrealistic to act like, oh yeah, he's gonna smash this chick and then he's just gonna fall in love and that's what's gonna happen, when probably fucking not, bro. Like, the first girl you probably ever smashed, the first girl I smashed too. Like, it's not like you're thinking about love. You're just thinking about, hey man, I'm just trying to do this, man. Like, like, I'm just thinking, you're just thinking in your head, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finally getting to do this. It's more of like a pivotal moment in your manhood more than it is, oh, I'm doing this for love. Like, okay, for some of you guys, you probably did it in a relationship. I didn't do it for a relationship, just to hook up. But for you, maybe you guys did it first time when you were already in a relationship with a girl. But even then, bro, if you're below the ages of like 18, your relationship is not fucking real. Like, you don't already have a burden of performance as a man yet. Like, there's just like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many things that you're not like concerned about yet, that like your relationship isn't really fucking real yet. So yeah, like, the likelihood, even by the time you reach 18, you're gonna, like, the days of which you're 18 and she's 18 and y'all get together and you guys get married and live happily ever after are gone. All the barriers around dating are gone. So the idea that a guy will be 18 and then sleep with a girl who's also 18 and then they will stay together forever is like not fucking happening. Like, that's why I agree with her in the sense of, like, let's be realistic in the West nowadays. Like, that's just not fucking happening anymore.
After a night out.
See this nigga, this why that nigga smiling, because he's like, damn. This nigga Tate, though. This nigga Tate funny as shit, though, bro. He's like, I mean, she ain't lying, though. Like, and she not, so.
More realistic, I send my son to you.
Yeah.
Who slept with 1,000.
Are you saying, Rob, that your children are going to do what you want?
On your 18th, on his 18th
because
birthday,
they're independent people, Rob. No, they can make their own decisions, Rob. Don't come out with that crap.
But
well, I think my kids are. You don't have kids, and I think my kids are older than your kids. So de facto, I think I've got a bit more experience in being a dad. Because everyone talks about how it is until their kids actually do disobey them, which they do.
Yeah.
Right, Rob, on your son's 18th birthday, I'll be stood on the driveway with a balloon and a happy birthday card. I'll take his virginity, but I'll take him to a safe, controlled environment. I'm not going to cry rape the next day. I'm STD tested. I can educate him on a body. So the next girl he sleeps with, because if that's the girl he falls in love with, she's going to want a good shag. She's going to want to be pleasured. She's want to walk away from it going, fuck, that was good. Yeah, I want to see him again. I want to stay loyal to him because he was amazing in the bedroom.
Rob, yeah, I mean, that is true, though. Like, you do want to be clean with your dick, bro. Like, you do want to be cold with that motherfucker. And the only way you're going to get cold with that motherfucker is through training. Like, with all things in life, guys, like, you have to train. In fact, I literally dropped a YouTube video about this literally today. So check out the YouTube, which I'll shout out at the end of the stream today, but about the importance of training. It's almost like a weird segue talking about bitches getting fucked, but even more, let me even go to solo mode for this. Okay. Everything requires training. Even getting good at sex or smashing chicks, like, it requires training. This is why you do need to sleep with a lot of girls in order to get good at sex. You're not going to get good just doing it once. Understand? And I'm by no means saying that, oh my God, this is ridiculously important. But I do want you niggas to be cold at the things that you do choose to do. And the only way you can get cold at the things you do choose to do is through reps. You got to train. You have to do it multiple times. You have to gain a lot of experience, bro. And do I think that your relationship with any girl would be stronger if you're actually good at sex? 100%. This is why you do actually have to get laid a lot. But the thing is, there's arcs of your life. You should not be concerned with this in your early 20s, right? You should not be. You should be concerned with becoming a winner. Because think about it like this. Okay. If you spend your entire 20s focusing on being a winner and being a victor, right? Getting your money up, getting your status up, becoming way more important to the world. You focus on that. You'll have more than enough women to get really fast feedback loops when it comes to sex. Like you're going to have a lot of feedback loops. Whereas right now, when you're 20 and because you're not important, you have to overcome that bullshit with giving a ton of your time to women. This is why one thing that I always say is that losers get the most hoes. Losers get the most hoes. The reason why is because losers spend all of their time chasing women. And the only way you can get a woman's attention or sleep with a lot of bitches when you're not already very important to the world is if you're giving all your time to them. If you're constantly texting them, talking to them, running game on them, and I'm not saying game isn't important. Like I said, you have arcs of your life. So if you're constantly talking to them, running game on them, and you're talking to all these bitches, when do you have time to become important? When do you have time to become a victor? And there's a lot of you niggas right now who are wasting all of your fucking 20s chasing hoes, gaming hoes. And sure, you're fucking bitches. Don't get it twisted. If you do run enough game, it is really a numbers game. Like you could get laid a lot if you're going super hard in terms of giving your time and attention to them. But the problem is you're going to reach your 30s and be underskilled and unimportant and no one's going to give a fuck about you, but you're going to have some funny ass fucking stories. And I don't want you guys to be lame niggas like that. I want you guys to be winners. I want you guys to be victors. I want you guys to gain power so you can control the environment, the world around you, and be of servitude to your country. That is a way better position to be in, because when you give up this decade first to grind and become very important, you'll have a lot of women who already want you. And this is where you gain your experience, right? Because when you're already important, famous, have money, and rich, like women are just going to start coming to you. Like dealing with women is going to be like clockwork for you. So now you're going to be able to have really, really fast feedback loops of dealing with chicks. So you're going to be able to get good at sex really fast. You're going to be able to improve your game really fast because you have a ton of women to deal with compared to when you're in your early 20s, you're unimportant. And every single time you get to deal with a bitch, it's like few and far in between, right? So there you go for that. So let's get right back into it.
Do it.
Do you really believe it?
Rob, do it.
Okay, would you send your son to Bonnie, age 18 birthday?
I don't need to, but you need to.
I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
Are you judging me, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm just saying that. Like,
I mean, him not. I don't know why Tate's really avoiding that question though. It's just kind of like he's gonna do what he wants because I would assume Tate wants his son to be sovereign because he understands the importance of sovereignty. He understands very deeply how important it is to become strong, and you can only be strong if you have. Well, not you can only be strong, but to have sovereignty, you must be strong. So it's not like he's gonna like for it takes my maybe. I don't know. This is me psychoanalyzing people. I don't know what the fuck's going on in his head, but for him, it might be like he understands that his son is gonna be sovereign by then. 18, I would really want my son to be stepping into his own and be making his own choices and his own decisions in life and be making his own mistakes. Obviously, you're always there to support him and be that rock for him and be that other masculine man that he can come to and listen to and like explain shit to, like, hey, this is my situation. You're there to support him, but you give him the opportunity to make his own choices and make his own mistakes and let him know, like, hey, this is what it's going to be, right? If you want to do this thing, fine, but these are the consequences that are going to come with it. So with every single choice that you choose to make in your life, you have to be willing to also take on the consequences that come with it. So look, I think maybe that's how Tate's thinking about it. He's just like, he's saying, but basically in his mind, he's like, I'm not going to say I'm going to send my son to her, but my son is going to be sovereign. So he's going to be doing whatever he wants at that time. So, or maybe I'm just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but that's just how I see it. So,
Andrew, I do father and son as well.
do you?
Yeah.
No, thanks. But
that's fucking
brother
wild.
and brother?
No,
Bit of double
way.
penetration?
No way.
Well, you need to find out if I'm trans. I think you and your brother, double penetration, then you'll know the truth.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but like, I don't know where people get this idea that she's trans. She doesn't even, I mean, hey man, maybe they're getting good at that shit. I don't know what y'all think personally, but maybe she's getting good. I mean, maybe that the surgery and shit is getting good, bruh. So I don't know how y'all feel about it. Y'all can let me know if you think she looks trans to y'all, which I don't think she does. I think she just looks like a regular woman. I do not believe she's trans, but I don't even know where niggas came with that. Maybe the surgery for, transitioning is becoming way colder. Niggas are getting fooled out here. I ain't gonna lie. Because I've heard some one-off stories off social media. I haven't had like a personal experience with somebody saying like they got fucked up like that. But I've seen shit on social media where like, yeah, bro, like niggas are getting fucking. So yeah.
First things first. You're not trans, and I knew you weren't trans.
100%. Is that because you've had multiple wanks?
No, it's just 100%.
Or is that because you left this at my last event? Oh, you don't want to touch it? Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I thought you might be thirsty. You want to rinse it for cum?
Bonnie.
Yeah, clip farm though. clip moment right there. She a marketer. She gonna do that shit. Come on now.
Bonnie, I knew you weren't trans. However,
yeah,
I would argue that a lot of the men who fuck you are gay.
No, it can be intimidating though for guys.
No, it's not about intimidation. They are gay.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are, because
their dick is entering a pussy.
There's too much male DNA all around that scenario. The reason I find female promiscuity, by and large, for my personal sexual appetite, quite disgusting, is because I don't like the thought of other men anywhere near what I'm gonna fuck.
True. That's why even like the whole. I'm not a fan of like threesomes. I've never had a threesome before, but like, and people could say, "Oh, don't knock it till you try it." But for me, nah. Like, just from like a working on something standpoint of just grinding for your goals, like focus is already such a big part of that. And I understand like the power of focus and just doing one thing at a time. If you want to do something at its highest quality to the best of your ability, you just want to be focusing on that one thing, right? So like dealing with two girls at the same time, like I've seen threesome porn. I'm like, the nigga can't even like he's doing so much work, and the thing is they don't even really be work because bitches are lazy, bro. So like you still be having to do pretty much everything, bro. So now I'm like, I'm trying to focus right here and then bitch over here, and like you know what I'm saying? There's too much going on, and it's just easier. I know he's talking about something completely different, but I'm just saying like from a focus standpoint, it's just like even just there being anyone else there, it just fucks everything up. And I feel like a lot of niggas fantasize about it because it's like, oh, look at all these women that are bad. But it's like when it comes from an actual experience and like performance thing, it's not that lit because you can't fucking focus. So yeah. But like even for him, I would kind of agree here too, where I'm like, yeah. Because a lot of those dudes who are even smashing Bonnie are just hella fucking desperate, to be real. And like even the idea of other dudes having, like in isolation, it's not that bad. Like, okay, you let's say you're just randomly seeing Bonnie somewhere in some isolated situation. I guess you're aware of what she's been around. And the thing is, if you're a really important name, though, you don't really want to be associated with that nonsense. So I just think it would be a bad move reputation wise with her. She's cool and whatever, but like sleep on her, kind of a bad idea because she's a marketer and she has to profit. So she's going to say, hey, I slept with so-and-so. And like you don't want that shit on you. You really don't want that shit. It's not worth it. So at least from that standpoint, like that's why I wouldn't even do anything with her. She's cool. I remember 2 streams ago, I was like, she'd be cool. But like, if I'm thinking about my future and my reputation, I'm like, I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't do it. Maybe if I wasn't concerned about my reputation or whatever, I wouldn't care. Like in isolation, but like the whole stand there with a bunch of other dudes and then smash her, fuck no, bro. And also too, when it comes to smashing girls, bro, I don't know, maybe this is just me, I don't know about y'all, but like when I know some of the dudes that this girl has smashed and I think about the guy who smashed her, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to smash you. Like, these are the type of dudes you be smashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost in a weird way. Maybe this is weird, I don't know. But for me, it's like, for me with a girl, if I find out that you smashed a lame nigga or somebody that I don't have any respect for at all, I kind of just don't even want to smash you. Because in my mind, I'm like, those are the type of niggas you're smashing, bro. Like, nah, I'm like, bro, like you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes me feel weird. It's like, it doesn't even feel like, oh, wow, like you smashed him? These are the type of dudes you be smashing? Like, almost as like I like girls with taste almost. Like, in terms of the types of dudes, like she really be studying the types of dudes she'd be smashing. Like, okay, this is a guy who has a lot of honor, a lot of character, you know. Like being Eskimo bros with Tate would be cool. If I smashed a girl that I know Tate smashed, I'm like, okay, this is good. This girl has great fucking taste. like she has great taste. You know, she be choosing cool ass niggas. But then if I find out like she smashed some like lame ass nigga, bro, I'm like, yeah, fuck off. Like you're horrible taste. Like the fact that you put me and that dude in the same category is what, you know, is my issue, basically. Like the fact that you view me on the same level as him because you gave it up to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're going like, and you also think you're gonna get to smash me. Nah, look at the type of niggas you be allowing yourself to smash, bro. Fuck no. Anyway, that's just me though. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that's just me.
Not gay. I don't like that there have been men there.
Except if you're on a boat with 25 of them.
Well, if that's whoreland. When you're if you're in whoreland, it's whoreland. You
so
don't
that's
care.
The fork box, not the spoon box.
I guess you could argue that, yes. My point is, if I was going to take a woman seriously, the idea of another man being near her, I find repulsive. And I find it repulsive because the idea of the man repulses me by and large.
Yeah.
Any man who's happy to have sex with that many other men.
Yeah, so like that's kind of like what it is. Like, I mean, he's saying more from like a dude who's willing to do that kind of thing. And I guess, yeah. So I mean, I guess me and him are similar then there in the sense of he's looking at the types of dudes that she's willingly smashed, and then he's like almost comparing himself in a way, like the fact that you let this lame ass nigga smash you and then you're willing to smash me almost is like you put me in the same category as him. And it's like, as men, we're naturally competitive. Like we're naturally compare ourselves to each other like that. We're born to do that. We're born to fight and compete. We're born to run the fade, man. I'll tell y'all right now, I love the fade. I love the hustle. I love the grind. I love the fade. I love the hustle. Like we're designed to compete. So like for me, it's almost like a competitive metric in my mind. Like, bro, this is the type of dude you smash, and you're also trying to smash me. Like you think me and him are in the same fucking category? Fuck no. So maybe that's exactly how he thinks about it too. So,
and when there's that much other male DNA in the room, I would argue has a streak of homosexuality to some degree. I would argue that those men are gay. Now, you're not trans, but I don't think a straight man wants to fuck a pussy that's had 10 dicks in it, or 20 dicks in it, or 50 dicks in it.
What about 1,057?
Well, I don't know. Maybe these men are just bi, or I don't know. Maybe they're desperate. You can argue lots of things.
It's desperation. It's obviously desperation, bro. It's literally free coochie. And it's only getting worse nowadays. Like, dude, niggas are smashing less and less, and women are smashing more and more. So basically, women are just on a fucking cock carousel. Like, women are just in harems nowadays, y'all. I need y'all to understand. Women are just in fucking harems nowadays. Like, I don't know. For a lot of, I mean, if you're watching this, you probably, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're watching this live, like, you probably be in the red pill space to a degree, maybe. But a lot of them will always talk about building rotations. Like, oh, you build a rotation. And, like, this is what bitches doing nowadays. Like, bitches are just in harems with dudes that they see as top tier for years until they finally decide, oh my God, I need to have children and I'm becoming less hot. So let me just go with some low tier guy now who's just going to fucking take care of me and be happy with that. Because since now women are going to college and have all this freedom and they don't just instantly go from their father's house to their husband's house, now it becomes a situation where she's just jumping from harem to harem to harem because these top tier guys who have a ton of women are not going to wife you. Like you're just like every other bitch. Why would I wife you? You have none of the traits that make you wifeable. So you're gonna go from this guy to the next guy to the next guy to the next guy over and over again. It's like, come on now.
Things.
See, I don't agree, but I do get where you're coming from. Like some of these guys, especially 6 hours in, they come to me. The floor's like an ice rink. There's that much cum on there. My face, I'm barely recognizable. Like my hair is slicked back. My eyes are full of cum. Like my whole body is so slippery from cum. And yet they still come, they kiss me, they touch me. And I think, fuck.
What the fuck? That's so disgusting, bro. They kiss her, bruh. That is so fucking wild, bruh. Nah, you gotta be at a different level of down bad to do some shit like that. Imagine you're like guy 956 and you come in and see her like that and you're willing to kiss her on the mouth. Yo, bro. You gonna have to kill me before I do some shit. I'd actually rather die, bro. You gonna actually have to kill me. I'd literally be like, hey, man, just fucking kill me. I ain't doing this shit. I don't care. I don't care how much money you give me. I'm not fucking doing that, bro. I don't care. It's not worth it. I would never have sex again in my life. If I had to choose between ever having sex again in my life or kissing her in that situation, I'm never having sex ever again. I'm so serious. That's how deep it is for me. That's fucking disgusting, y'all. Hope none of y'all niggas are with some shit like that. It's fucking wild.
What if they don't want to touch me because I'm covered in another guy's cum? And when I do the gangbangs and there's a lot of men together, I have security in that room. A lot of people assume that security's for me. It's not. It's for the other guys, because I'm always concerned, like, fuck, if another guy comes and it hits another guy, I don't want a fight to break out. I don't want them to be like, oh, that's gay, don't touch me. So there's always security when I do these events, but it's predominantly for the guys.
Look, man, this whole situation is gay. Already, it's already cooked. So it's funny that she even says that, but nigga, it's already fucked. Being there is already fucked.
Because I'm scared.
So like, because actually, see, now I'm even really thinking about it. Just being bold enough to be there and stand in that line with enough guys, like the fact that they could see her fucking drenched in cum and still kiss her, kind of makes sense now that I think about it. Like, just already being there and standing in that line with a ton of other guys is already a humiliation ritual. So it's like, bro, at that point they're so down bad it doesn't really fucking matter what they're witnessing. So
fight's gonna break out because they think it's gay.
And you respect this profession.
I understand the profession. The profession has been around for a very long time. I respect the honesty, actually, what I said. But yeah, I think the men who turn up to these events are gay by and large. I think they're at least bi.
That's
because I think that if you're a straight man, you don't really want to be near other kind of men's genitals. And time in and of itself, we should resurrect Einstein and get him in this conversation. He'll tell you more about it than me. But, time's all happening at once, they say. And that, it's not linear like we believe. And there's another dimension where everything happens at once. Have you seen Interstellar?
Yes.
Cool. So if you fuck her after she's been fucked, you're fucking her the same time she is being fucked, and the dick is in there.
I actually recently watched that movie. I want to say a year ago. I think it came out in like 2014. It was actually pretty good. It was pretty good on like you. Anyway, if y'all ever get a chance, you should watch it when you're in between the grind, of course.
With your dick, and it's all happening in one big fucking time warp of jizz.
Is that?
And it's better if you're just nowhere near it. If you just don't go anywhere near it.
This conversation is getting me really wet.
Well, this is the thing. Well, I'm sure that when I see your next event, time warp of jizz, I expect a cut. But so for me, women say this. Oh yeah, but it was before I met you. I don't give a fuck if it was before you knew my name. You got fucked, and that's disgusting, and that offends me now. You cheated on me before I met you. That is terrible.
Is that not your insecurity?
Well, that's a perfect word. So people call it insecurity.
I love insecurity, bro. I don't know where the idea ever comes that you should. Let me even actually talk about insecurity a little bit here. He's like, damn, this nigga Ali loved the yap, and I really do love the yap though. But understand, it is actually very important for you to be insecure. You should always be insecure about yourself. Let me explain this, what I mean by this. And this isn't even just about with women. It's just with yourself in general. You're never good enough. You could always do more. You could always be working harder, right? You could always be more cautious. You could always be more focused. You could always be more consistent. You could always be more disciplined. You see, no one has ever benefited from having an ego or a sense of self that is based in believing nothing bad can ever happen. No, like there is no one who has ever been like, I have benefited from believing everything is always going to go my way at all times. There is literally nobody on the planet who walks around and is like, yup, everything is going to go my way at all times with all things. No one has ever benefited from saying, I know everything I need to know. No one has ever benefited from saying, oh, my girl, she would never do some shit like that. No one has ever benefited from saying, oh, I'm consistent enough. I'm disciplined enough, right? I'm as good as I need to be. I'm as strong as I need to be. I'm as fast as I need to be. Like, the idea that you're supposed to be this secure individual is stupid. I actually think the most secure people are also the most insecure. Like, because it is insecurity that leads to greater strength. If you don't think you can get better, if you don't think you can be better, you won't. get better. You won't be better because you won't do the work. See, deprivation, right? Lack, starvation is what leads to drive. When you feel like you don't have something, when you are insecure, you'll work hard to become secure. But the danger is once you're secure, you can get comfortable, right? And when you are comfortable and you develop this ego of I'm good enough, that's when the bad shit happens. That's when the bad shit happens. And women are very stupid. They don't realize this because they don't have to deal with violence. Women can afford to be retards because men can protect them from their retarded decisions. Understand. This is why do you guys think women's favorite word is insecurity? Oh, you're insecure. Because women don't have to deal with consequences for their decisions like we do. We do. We have to be the insecure sex. We literally do. Because when we fuck up, we die. For them, when they fuck up, a dude saves them. A dude swoops in and saves them. Now more than ever, of course. So if you're like thinking to yourself right now, bro, but I don't want to be insecure. I don't want to feel this way. No, it's the insecurity that gives you the drive to be better, to be more well protected. It's the insecurity that makes you learn female nature. Make sure that you do understand women and how they move, and understand that letting your girl go to a party without you while dressed like a slut is stupid, because you know the potential bad things that can happen. And like I already said before, women can afford to be ignorant and stupid because men will save them. But if a girl ever calls you insecure and whatever, that, oh, you're insecure for letting me go, like, nah, you can go. I'm not insecure. You can go, but you're not going to be my girlfriend anymore if you go. And that's what it is. It has nothing to do with insecurity. I just don't like my girl doing stuff that puts her at risk. If you want to be a girl that does risky stuff, then that's fine. You're secure. Like, you see how you're secure there? It's not even really insecurity. It's more like, I understand bad things happen. And if you still want to go do things where potential bad things that can happen, then fine, go do it with another man, but don't do it with me. Because I'm secure in the fact that I understand that bad things happen. So just let that be known. Being insecure in almost all realms of life is good, in the sense of not that you look down on yourself or you lack confidence, but in the sense of you always understand bad things can happen and you can get better. So there's that for a little monologue for y'all.
You got onto my point. It's almost like you can read my mind, Rob. People call it insecurity. They say,
well, you've got 1 inch, the other guys are going to have bigger dicks.
Well, people call it insecurity and people call it lots of things. But truthfully, what it is heterosexuality. And any of these men who go, oh, yeah, I don't mind her being covered in cum, they need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and probably get an AIDS test because they're gay. And that's fine. I mean,
it's just only retards who can say shit like that. Like, retards. That's what I'm saying. Like, also said this last stream, this is why you should never listen to women. Women are stupid. Women don't have to, like, think about it. How stupid it is it to listen to someone who never has to take accountability for anything, who never has to suffer the consequences of anything? Why would you want to listen to someone like that? Because they're going to tell you to do things that you will be punished for, but they won't be, because they don't have to take responsibility, which is why listening to women is stupid. Which is why, for the most part, agreeing with women is stupid. I'm not saying for all situations, guys. I just mean in a general overarching way. More often than not, women's opinions don't fucking matter because they don't have to deal with dire consequences like we do, because we build the world. We are the ones who do everything. We are the ones who make the world safe for them to be able to complain and call us insecure. Just keep that in mind. When you see men who listen to women, bro, I'm telling you, just keep this in mind. Just think about this.
People are gay. But you can be gay. You can have gay sex with a woman. Of course you can. I mean, the point of having sex with a woman is to get her pregnant, by and large. I'd argue that being horny in general is kind of gay.
Hold on. Okay. We'll probably keep popping for like another 5 minutes. 5 minutes, because, you know, niggas want to go and dash again, bro. We got to get this money up so I can invest in the stream. So, all right, 5 more.
To be like, I'm so horny. Like, I'm a full-grown man. I'm so horny. I'm so horny. Like, who?
Yeah, but to me, gay's fucking another guy. It's
no. Gay's doing gay shit, bro. Gay's having sex with a woman without the intention of impregnating her.
Just gay
having
is
sex
gay,
with a woman
bro.
who's covered in cum. fucking all this is just gay sex. It's all gay. Have sex with a woman and have a child.
What? So you only have sex on ovulation day?
It's not about that, but there has to be a
Okay, so you're
chance.
gay.
There has to be a chance of a child arriving.
But what about on your boat with 25 hoes?
Who says I even fuck them?
True.
You think, Rob, this is what I mean. You're so trapped in the Matrix. You're so trapped in the Matrix.
I think you're judging me, Andrew.
No, you think
I'm judging. The fuck? I'm judging. True. Because the thing is, also, what you'll learn to notice, once you become very powerful and important and successful and make a lot of money, you get to a point where there's so much. Because you see how I was in the earlier monologue I was just giving. Like, once you're important to the world, successful and rich, like, you have your choice of women now, especially nowadays. Because, like I said, women's provisionary side is taken care of. So they just want to fuck the top guys they can. So the thing is, you're going to have your choice of women to deal with. So it gets to a point where you get tired of women, of even like sleeping with them becomes a chore. So it's less that now you want to sleep with them and more that they're just eye candy. It's just kind of like when you're rich, right? Like Tate, you just buy supercars because you can, because they look cool. It's mainly just a flex. It's just about flexing now, because when you're important, like as men, we like flexing. Once we're superior to other men, we like to flex. That's what we do. We're flexers. We're known flexers. We love to aura farm. Aura farm is a masculine trait. Like, we want to aura farm. So having a yacht with a ton of bad bitches on there is a flex. It's literally standing here saying, here, look at what I have and look at what you don't have. That's the point. It's not even about smashing the hose. It's not even about being the best yacht driver. It's about having resources and flexing said resources. It's basically saying, I have so many hoes, I can't even fuck them all. I have so many hoes, I don't even care about smashing them. They're just here to look good and to flex. Like, it's almost like you only have the hoes there around you just to flex on other dudes. That's literally what they're there for. They're literally there to just be shown in front of dudes who can never fucking have them. To be shown in front of dudes who've DM'd like fucking all of them and they've all left these dudes on red. Like, that's the whole point of having the bitches there. That's really what it is, y'all. So, like, for Rob, he might be seeing it like, oh, you're not smashing them, but like, he could, but that's the point. Like, he could, but he chooses not to because he could, if that makes sense. Like, it's just so many. So it's like, nah, they're just there to just look cool.
I'm not trapped in the Matrix.
It's like decorating your room.
25 whores on a boat and then be like, yeah, let me fuck them. No, I just want 25 whores on my boat because it's like, I want whores on my boat. I want trees in my forest. Like, they're just there because I've got a boat. I've got a boat and there's women on my boat and they're all beautiful and everyone's jealous of me while I sit there. And even though they all annoy me and I don't even want to fuck them,
it's just flexing, y'all. We niggas love to flex, bro. Like,
it's on my laptop, but that's just life. It's not even about fucking them. It's not about the sex. You're thinking about sex. This is beyond sex. Nothing to do with sex.
Unless you're only having sex in ovulation, then you're gay. Because then that's the only way a girl's conceiving, really, is around ovulation.
Well, my point is that if there is a slight chance, and there's always a chance.
Very, very slim, though.
Okay, but if there's a chance.
So, okay, you're 50% gay.
If there's a chance of a baby appearing,
then
I would argue that is pretty heterosexual sex, because heterosexual sex leads to babies. What is the differentiator between heterosexual and homosexual sex? The primary differentiator between the two is offspring. So if you're having sex that cannot possibly lead to offspring in any way, that is gay sex.
True.
Yeah, but if
you're fucking a girl in the ass, you're gay. Why? If you're turning up with a condom and fucking a woman on birth control, you're gay.
Do you do anything for pleasure? Do you do anything just for fun?
If you're a white man who gets his fucking balls cut open, I know white boys who voluntarily get vasectomies. They voluntarily have their dick chopped to pieces just to make sure they don't accidentally have a beautiful child. Like, how fucking gay can you be? This is all gay sex. If I have sex, there's a chance of a kid. That's the life I live. That's the man I am. If a kid comes, it's a blessing from God. Good. If no kid comes, fine.
This is also, I would say, that you want to derive your pleasure from winning in your life. You don't want to derive pleasure from getting laid. Because I'll be honest, you really don't get much out of getting laid, guys, other than children. Like, that's the only instance where getting laid is actually kind of worth your time if you really think about it. other than the other circumstance that I just gave, if you want to get good at sex, obviously, yeah, you're trying to avoid having a child because you want to get good at sex, right? But you see how even there in that situation, it's more like you're doing this for a higher purpose. You just want to be good at sex. You just want to be good at it. Anyway, like you just want to be very good. And then when you're good, now when you have sex and you want to have children, you're good and you're getting kids. So it's like a double whammy of good shit. But like just like to fuck around just to fuck around, it's like, well, there's more fun things to do in my opinion. When you become a very skilled and capable man, like life itself just starts getting fun. Like making money just becomes fun. Like when you're a man and you're capable, life is fun already. It's like life will be more fun than sleeping with any girl in the world when you're a capable man, which is why all of your attention and time and attention should be becoming as capable as possible, because then you'll derive so much more pleasure from becoming capable as possible. And then you also get in this situation where so many bitches want you that you don't even want to fuck bitches. It's a chore in comparison to just continuing to be a winner, because being a winner is fun. Hope that makes sense for you niggas in the chat. Like, you should derive all your pleasure from winning, not from sex. Because if you just focus on winning, you will have more sex than you need, to the point that sex will become annoying and continuing to win is fun. And obviously when you're at the beginning, you don't have anything yet. Like it's hard to think this way. You're just like, well, nigga, Ali, what the fuck? I want to get laid. But like, I promise you, if you stay in the suffering and you just focus on improving your abilities and becoming more capable, that in the long run is going to be way more fun for you than chasing hoes, right? So that's way more important, at least in my mind. But, for y'all, I want y'all to be winners too. So that's why I say that. So anyway, with that being said, we'll end stream here. We'll continue with this tomorrow. We're gonna damn. We only went 15 minutes in because of how much I was yapping, bro. But I love to fucking yap because you niggas have to hear the shit that I'm fucking saying. I'm too real to not be yapping a lot. But like, yeah, no, we're really going as slow as molasses with this shit. But like, man, it's important for me to spit. We'll try to go a little bit faster as time goes on because I do want to move on to other stuff and just talking about other things and shit like that. But as I said before, from like the earlier streams, like this is just a good way for me to get a lot of my ideas and views out to y'all, so you guys understand what you're working with in the fam. Once you join the fam, you understand what's going on, what we got going on. So yeah, so I'll catch y'all same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue with the daily streams. We're going to continue to build the fam. Make sure, let me bring up my YouTube, everything like that. Hold on, let me go to solo mode first. All right. So let me bring up my IG, my X, so you guys can just check that out. It's all under the same names. We're literally just liveception, watching myself on X through there. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Get TikTok too. Even though the app is gay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love the fam leader everywhere on every single app. You gotta support your boy, right? How am I gonna be the fam leader and you niggas don't support me? It'd be fucking wild. Anyway, okay. So let's stop sharing there. And then we'll start right here. All right. So this is the gram, Ali Arugundade, right? So you just search that up, hit a follow. I also added all these. I didn't have it up yesterday just because I recently started on all the platforms like this. But yeah, just check me out on Instagram. This will be easier way for you to link you to all my other stuff too. So just check me out on Instagram. I do a lot of short form stuff on there. Oh, I also need to post. I almost forgot to post my little skit type content today because I remember at the start of the stream. So I need to post all that shit too. But like, yeah, just for my short form stuff, that's there on there. All right. And then let me go to X2. Oh, bro, I didn't go to fucking presentation mode. See, I need to get used to this shit. Okay, so let me go back to presentation mode. Let me share IG. Share. Okay, boom. Okay, boom. So, yep, just Instagram. Ali Arugundade. Boom, boom, boom. All my short form stuff, success tips, my perspectives on different things. Check that out, definitely. You know, you got to follow the fam leader. Like, come on now. All right, let's go to X now. Stop sharing there. Here's my X under the same name. Just Ali Aragadade, nice and smooth. I also pull some of my like short form content on here, but it's mostly just quotes. And I'm gonna start going a lot harder on fucking X, bro, because the X is just so lit to be arguing with niggas. So yeah, so that's the X. Definitely go follow that up ASAP. And then last but not least, well, not actually last but not least, I gotta show y'all the YouTube, guys, because that's where like the real success quotes be coming out in there. So first follow the YouTube. Hold on, y'all. All right. Then bam. Obviously, we had the Tate video right here. Pick it up last where we left off. But yep, check out the YouTube. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I literally just dropped a video on the importance of training, right? And also, what are the best videos on masculinity? And also, how to be patient. And also, how to overcome fear. So definitely go check all those out. Show love to that. You know, got to build a fam on YouTube as well. We got to take over all the important platforms at least. You know what I'm saying? So check that out there. And then now, last but not least, we'll do I might be lagging though. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much, by the way. That's definitely something I still want to fix for sure. Okay. And last but not least, check out your boy's TikTok. Literally just started this like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I post like the similar short form stuff on Instagram as well. And I pretty much just take it from TikTok and post on Instagram as well. Or I just make the videos in TikTok and post on Instagram, which is not as efficient, but it works for me. You know what I'm saying? Do what always works best for you. But like, yeah, just follow me on there just to show love, of course. You know what I'm saying? Just everywhere we're trying to be cold. You know how we do it. Just everywhere we're just trying to be the best out in this motherfucker. So yeah, man. So those are all the platforms you can check your boy out on. And of course, follow the fucking Rumble stream. If this is your first time being here, first time being in the chat, follow the fucking Rumble stream because I'm going to be streaming on here every day. Just, you know, chopping it up with the real niggas and shit. So yeah, we're just going to keep cooking. Streaming back again tomorrow at 6 p.m. and I'm going to catch y'all then. Peace out, fam. Hit the deuces.